Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel Sharang and Sharvari. It is so great to see you guys back here. And today's topic is very interesting. Even if you might have not gone through it yourself, you might have seen other people go through it. And that's why, since it comes under the psychological area a bit, I decided to make a video on this topic. Now, first, before going into the tips to combat social anxiety, let me educate you guys a bit on what exactly is social anxiety. You hear this phrase being thrown at you, and you're like, what exactly is it? Let me clear that misconception for you right now, right here. Social anxiety is when you feel very scared of putting yourself out in social situations, of talking to people, or you feel like you'll be perceived as negative in some way in a social interaction. That is why you tend to be socially shy or not put yourself out there to the same extent. Let's come to the tips on how you can, combat social anxiety. Let's come to the first tip. The first tip is very important. That is, everyone is imperfect. In individuals with social anxiety, we commonly see that those who have it tend to think that others are superior to them. They have esteem issues and therefore they think that other people are composed, they're stable, they're secure, and they carry themselves really well. Well, that really might not be the case, and it might just be in your head. Every person has their own imperfections and baggage that they are carrying. It's just they have learned how to manage or regulate their stance better. And that is why you think of them as calm and composed individuals. You can be the same as well. And that is why social anxiety combating is very necessary. You need to realize that the person you're interacting with has their own flaws that they're bringing to the table, because flaws are what make us human. There is no perfect individual, is the first tip I would like to give you guys. The second tip in combating social anxiety is set realistic goals. Now, how does social anxiety management have goals, right? Doesn't make sense, but it actually does. A goal in a social anxiety context can look like the following. You can, instead of talking to just one or two people in the event, make sure you talk to at least 10 people. That can be a goal. Or instead of leaving the event in just 30 minutes of reaching there, you can push yourself to go through the event for at least 1 hour. These are some ways in which you can present healthy goals, and these have two advantages: that you feel fulfilled yourself, there is a sense of achievement involved, and you also make an effort to combat your social anxiety symptoms. Let's come to the third tip that I would want to give you guys while dealing with social anxiety. Now, this thing is foolproof. It literally works for any anxiety inducing situation, and therefore it also works here. That is deep breathing, the most simple trick on the cards. Deep breathing can get you a long way. And many of my clients whom I've worked with in the past have told me that they feel the most socially anxious in these scenarios, especially while, entering an event or entering a coffee house or before talking to somebody. I agree, these can really be socially anxious, provoking situations. And therefore, if you are calm and composed, it will help you have a better conversation with the person in front of you. Therefore, before starting any conversation, I want you to focus on your chest and your gut right here. Make sure you take 5 to 6 deep breaths and then you proceed to talk to someone or go inside the event. It will help you become very calm and composed. In the scenario of you talking to someone, it will help you have a better conversation as well. If you are anxious, the person in front of you does not understand you sometimes or tends to focus on your nervous tics instead of focusing on whom you are as a person. Don't let that happen, because you are an individual who has a lot to put on the table, and therefore your anxiety is not the first thing that should come in front of the person. Your great qualities, your characteristics on why they should talk to you should be the first thing that should come at the forefront. That is why deep breathing helps you enable or regulate your emotions and anxiety in a way that helps you have a better conversation. And now let's come to the last point. How exactly do you combat social anxiety? And this is very important. This last point is that no conversation is perfect. Sometimes something funny happens in a conversation. You trip, you accidentally say something wrong, and you make a fool of yourself. But you need to remind yourself that no conversation is perfect, and therefore you cannot ruminate on that bad thing that happened in the conversation. Can you go back in the past and change the event? No, you can't. Can you do something about it? No, you really can't. So then why focus on that thing that went wrong and not focus on the thing that actually went right? You mustered up the courage to go and talk to someone. You mustered up the courage to, go through that event by yourself. And that, therefore, this thing shows your strength, who you are as a person. Don't let one bad interaction ruin your whole self confidence, because your anxiety is not you. Your anxiety is a part of you, is what someone or something, some person in an interaction should realize. So I think this is a good takeaway for this video that I'm presenting right now. I also want to share you guys a story from my own life. I was also a very socially anxious and shy person growing up. I used to be in the background a lot. I did not mix and mingle with other people. And when the teacher called on me in class, my palms used to sweat. I used to be so scared. But with time, I realized that in this fast paced world, it's necessary that you have a very clear outlook on your social anxiety symptoms. And this thing I tried when I went to the UK for my higher studies. When I entered my dorm room house for the first time, I was very apprehensive. Who would I have as a roommate? I have to live with this person for the next whole year. I hope this person is fine, was the thought in my head. The moment I opened the door, my roommate was right in front of me. She was also from India. And we just looked at each other, but both of us, I think, being socially shy, we didn't speak a single word. I went to my room and she closed the door to her room. The next 2 hours, I just kept replaying the conversation in my head. I was like, this could have gone way differently. Why didn't I open my mouth at the right time? And why didn't I get to know her? I was very scared of starting a conversation with her. But then I just got up from my seat and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this now. I opened my door and went right next door to her room. I literally knocked on her door and she opened it. And I started introducing myself. I said, hey, I'm Sharvari. I've just come from India. I'm starting my course soon. And she was so relieved. She said, oh my God, I'm so happy you came to talk to me because I was scared of approaching you. I thought it would be too weird or I don't know how you would take it. And that is why I was very scared of starting a conversation with you in the first place. And then both of us were so relieved. We literally were best friends for the next 1 year. That is why you should always take the chance when it comes to you. Do not hold back, because sometimes the person in front of you also wants to get to know you as a person. But due to your social anxiety, you're blocking that pathway or you're putting up that wall, and that person can't get through to you. You need to realize that you're an amazing individual who has a lot to offer on the table. And that is why always take the first step. Even though it might be very scary, it might be hard, your palms will sweat, you might feel like your head is spinning, but go for it. Because then you won't regret it for the rest of your lifetime. So with this small story, I wish to end today's video. I hope you guys got some insight on how to combat your social anxiety. If you have any other recommendations for psychology related topics, do drop a comment in the comment section down below. Me and Sharang are posting videos quite often, so do stay tuned and watch this space for more content. If you haven't watched our previous videos, I suggest you go look there, because we post a lot of content in the 20s age group. That's why it might be relatable to you. And it is also a good watch. And before I forget, I want you guys to like, share, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Till next time, guys, and I hope you really like this video. Thank you and take care.